I am Minnie, the rampaging nutritionist, and this is my dream. And this is my dream for those left-brained people. I have been rampaging all around the world within this last 2 years, just so I can learn enough information to start my dream. Starts from the grocery store, to the farmer's market, then to the rest of the world. Yet the most valuable thing I get from each trip is not the lesson learned.
Is that how you do it? Loop. How do you do it? Let's see. Let's see the pro way of doing it.
I'm not the pro. Husband is.
But the people I meet and the things I've learned from them, their stories, their each step, their history, their learned lesson, and their experience totally open up my eyes. So let's go rampage with me and see what we can learn from each of these guests that we meet along the way.
It's organic shit.
I know.
So aren't you glad to meet me? I think you should. I'll be glad to meet.
Hello. We're out for an adventure again. Today's weather is beautiful for the ducks. It's raining, the earth needs it, but I'm not sure how messy it's gonna get on our adventure because it's raining, so we will see. Hi chicken, I mean rooster. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Are you gonna do a cock-a-doodle-doo for me? There we go. We have a sound effects person. Thank you. Oh no, it's talking to me. Yeah, that's what you think? Can I chase you guys? Do you have more to say? Nope. Okay, goodbye.
So, isn't she so, and she likes it. It's okay. Look.
Yeah, look.
She's so beautiful, isn't she? She's happy. She's very.
Oh,
Now grab her before she goes.
Yeah.
Oh, but she's so happy. Okay, there you go. See, you want to stroke her?
How long before these babies turn into teenagers?
Soon.
Depends on the fox.
There you go. Now these are two silkies. Okay, my baby.
They got pretty clothes.
Am I supposed? I mean, am I allowed to pet them?
Yes. Do you want to hold it?
My goodness,
Okay.
so cute.
Yeah.
Look at their furry feet.
Yeah. See, these are silkies.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's like they
gentle.
It's like they have like booties on.
It's a boy.
Yeah.
Why is he saying?
Yeah.
He goes
cock-a-doodle-doo.
okay.
There we go.
You can say hi to Chloe. Now this is a big chicken, and this is a Bielefeld.
Big daddy chicken.
Do you want to pet him? Yeah, see?
Yeah, it's bigger than both of my chihuahuas.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, big fella. I would not give him names. His tail's growing back. They all got burnt in the fire, but they're recovering now. I'm thankful. It's a beautiful chicken.
It's a very beautiful chicken. A rooster.
It's another rooster thing.
Yeah.
There you go. You're not going to bother the little girl. That is poison ivy. But look at this. Beautiful raspberry.
What? Oh, raspberries.
Yeah, help yourself. Come and get some.
Awesome.
I don't want to.
Being cultivated, but
No, they're all of you cultivated and if you're uncultivated.
Would you have raspberry branches that I can
Yeah,
plant?
you can actually grow.
Yeah, off just one branch, right?
Yeah.
There's raspberries here. You guys want raspberries?
All our life, our school, games has taught us to be very competitive, just to fight for that one truth. But what if there's no truth? What if what we're fighting for, what if the issues that we're dealing with, there's no truth? What if everybody is right? And that the society is just trying to build a false solidity that tells us, oh, do things this way, it's safe. And for fighting for that false solidity, we create such disharmony. We create a society that is constantly fighting a war. We have the mentality that it's either we fight or we die.
After World War II, there was an excess of bomb-making material, which was turned into fertilizer, an excess of nerve gas, which was turned into pesticides. So the military-industrial complex moved into the agricultural-industrial complex and forced a model of chemical dependency.
Industrial agriculture, in my point of view, is first and foremost a war against the earth, because it is a war against all species, since you're bringing war chemicals into food production, and all they're doing is killing.
Putting chemicals onto the soil, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and trying to backfill with some of the micronutrients. Trying to do that, we, in essence, killed the life in the soil.
When we denature soils by removing their biology, then we are really taking a step back hundreds of millions of years in time.
It is a war against every citizen, because food that comes out of that kind of war economy and war production is loaded with poisons, which then give us the epidemics of cancer, of allergies, of everything else that's going wrong because of a toxic, imbalanced diet.
Because we now have a vast array of toxins that we have in our body, and we are a reflection of the environment in which we live, we are now trying to adapt to suddenly influxes of toxins that are heretofore been unprecedented.
The United States Department of Agriculture, practically a Washington office for Monsanto, has, in their research over 14 years, has shown there has been no significant increase in yield because of GMOs. The idea, the sheer audacity of the idea that we can fight nature is dead on arrival. We cannot fight nature. You cannot blow things up or poison things to the extent that where you, quote, win.
I think people around the country have realized that the FDA and the USDA are not going to fix their food system, that they actually have to do it themselves. It's a challenge to live in a world where our government cannot be counted on to defend us from an industrial food system that's actually making us sick.
44 billion pounds of chemical fertilizers are used each year. Synthetic fertilizers disrupt the soil's balance of microbes, beneficial fungus, and organic matter. As biodiversity decreases, more fertilizers are required to achieve similar results. Now pesticides and herbicides must be used to fight off weeds and bugs that would normally be handled by a healthy ecosystem. Up to 50% of nitrogen fertilizers are washed away with rain and irrigation water. A drastic pollution leading to an ocean dead zone the size of New Jersey. Contributing to dead zones are animal factory farms, easily the most pollutive activity on the planet. In the US, more than 1/3 of our fossil fuels, 1/2 of all water, and 80% of our farmland is used in the raising of animals and the grain to feed them. Most of these grains are genetically modified organisms. Over 80% of GMOs are specifically engineered to withstand higher doses of a powerful chemical called glyphosate, which the state of California has officially labeled as carcinogenic. The use of glyphosate has risen 10,000% since 1974. Independent studies confirm contamination of our food, air, and even our rainwater, while extremely low doses have been shown to cause liver and kidney damage, with correlation to a host of other side effects. In spite of public outcry, the USDA, FDA, and EPA require no testing for the pollution of this chemical in our food supply.
So if harmony is all about working with nature, working against nature is pretty much making ourselves in this harmony. That's when the disease comes in. Disease is just an absence of ease. If you think about it, it makes sense. And when we're diseased and we're not harmonized within us, then we created a lot of conflict. And a lot of times, the outer conflicts that we have with people, with environment, with anything comes from the disharmonization within us. What is it that's in us that's not in tune with nature? Is it because the unwillingness to let go of our ego, let go of our stubbornness, let go of that one truth that might not exist? And we just really have to go back inside and just work on that harmony within our own self and balance it, our own self out, before we can have that harmony with the outside world.
It's having gratitude about
all things that is possible with accomplishment with nature, and that we had this natural indentation, that we didn't have to go and find a part that has upon possibility. And then getting rid of these prickly ashes. Oh my gosh, it's 3 years. I said to Michael, I can't do another prickly ash bush. And he just said, you know what, it's going to be beautiful when we're done. It's going to be beautiful. And now look, Ella, Kazaki.
Doing a lot of videos together. Be my rampaging partner. Yeah! So we rampage back to my farm, my trailer. Over there, not my farm. Empress Farm, Arcacre, woo! So what do you have to say about harmony?
So, I've been saying this saying, it's an old druidic saying, may harmony find you, as a way of saying goodbye. So harmony for me is living where the world around you is living the way you live, and you live the way the world lives. So nothing is difficult. It should happen easy when you're in tune with your environment. Unfortunately, the world is falling out of harmony, but we don't have to. We can still live in harmony with it.
Yeah. So it's a lot of just being with nature and going with the flow, right? Like, I think a lot of people think they have to fight their way through a lot of things. Fight the way through nature, fight their way through. And having harmony within ourselves is so important in nutrition, because a lot of times it is the disharmony that have us eating all the negative food. So when you're angry, you crave for crunchy foods, or when you are lack or absent, that's when you start craving for sugar. That's when you crave and start binging and eating. When we understand and listen to our body, we actually understand about why we cannot give up a certain food or a certain habit of ours, and being just peace and at harmony, at homeostasis with our own body. It's so important in a way that we ourselves will have that conscious choice in making that conscious choice into that food that we actually put in our body. So nutrition is not, at least a holistic nutrition, is not only what we eat, but the mentality, the emotional states we are at when we eat. And so I hope all of you find the harmony in your life and that peace. And may we all live in harmony. It's a circle of life, like I always say. Everything is connected, and let's create peace in all one. Alright, we'll see you next time on Rampaging Nutritionist.